Across all of Europe's lands and waters, mountains and forests, there's one country that stands out from its exceptional biodiversity and unrivaled wilderness. Nested along the Black Sea, cradled by the Danube, and crowned by the Carpathian Mountains, it has the most unfragmented forests of the entire continent. The green heart of Europe. Romania. It is home to the EU's largest populations of bears, wolves, lynxes, and, for the very first time in 2 centuries, bison. Their reintroduction into the Fagaras Mountains was made possible by Foundation Conservation Carpathia. Since their beginnings, the FCC has protected over 27,000 hectares of habitat, an area already bigger than most national parks in Europe, by purchasing forests and putting them under permanent protection to safeguard them for future generations. The Foundation is also protecting nearly 3 times that area for wildlife, free of sport or trophy hunting. This includes more than 1,000 hectares clear-cut by illegal logging, which have been purchased and restored thanks to the replanting of over 3 million saplings, lovingly grown across the FCC's 9 nurseries and carried, at times, even by foot or by hooves, to the most inaccessible corners of the Fagaras Mountains. More than 200 locals make a full-time living from their work with Foundation Conservation Carpathia, and another 150 are hired for seasonal work. Rangers, farmers, breeders, biologists, eco-tour guides. Around them are also local producers, whose food is being distributed nationally through the FCC's food hub, the elderly who receive this food for free during hard times, farmers and shepherds who can summon rangers in minutes in case of bear intrusions, or receive electric fences and Carpathian dogs for better protection, or even instant livestock replacements, thanks to the Foundation's dedicated reserves. And at the forefront of this local but international effort are also students, teachers, and volunteers, all taking steps to creating a place where wildlife and humans can coexist. Propelled by this growing green economy, an entire ecosystem is taking root across the 28 communities surrounding what has the potential to become the biggest and most beautiful forest national park in Europe. The entire European public is less than 4 hours away, and with 1/5 of the total tourism industry already being in ecotourism, the Romanian Carpathians could easily attract millions of visitors in the next few years and even become the center of ecotourism in Europe. But for such an opportunity to be channeled properly, in a sustainable and transparent way, benefiting all stakeholders involved, from landowners and neighbors to nature itself, we need an ambitious and accountable national plan, owned by all Romanians. The Fagaras National Park of Romania. Such a park, an entire ecosystem that simultaneously preserves nature while making it accessible to all, is the only viable way to keep 30% of our planet wild, as is needed for humans to survive. With 80% of all terrestrial species living in forests, it is also one crucial answer to the extinction crisis we're facing. And when, in 2020, the number of big companies who promised to become net zero by 2030 tripled, increasing even more the carbon value of the planet's few remaining virgin forests, it becomes clear that Romania has a unique potential and can still achieve what nobody else in Europe can. The Carpathian forests, which take every year 4 tons of carbon per hectare out of the atmosphere and continue to accumulate carbon for over 1,000 years, are priceless. In fact, they're worth something that all the gold in the world could hardly ever buy: time. And in this particular time, this path This park is not just a necessity, it's a privilege, a fleeting chance, for which every second counts.